All right, now what we want to do is go through a couple examples, a couple sample problems on how to identify trig ratios. And again, the question is going to clearly set us up and tell us exactly what we're looking for, but we need to understand the ratios as well. And so, the ratios we need to pay attention to, or the words we need to pay attention to, is so, ka, so. So no matter what we get, we know what these means. We know O, opposite, H, hypotenuse, A, adjacent. So this one is telling us find the value of cosine of F, right? So we want to look at angle F. Boom, we got angle F. Angle F, cosine is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse, right? So right here, right now, what I do understand and notice that I do not have a number for the hypotenuse. So now I have to do my Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem says a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Well, in this instance, I know a and b, so that means 9 squared plus 12 squared is equal to c squared. Well, I know 9 is 81, 12 is 144, so I could use a calculator to type that in, but off the top of my head, I know that those are the answers, right? And so when I add them together, I'm going to have 81 plus 144. That's going to give me 225. Take the square root of 225. It's going to give me 15. So I come back here. I keep working it out. I know this is 225. I know I got to take the square root of both sides. So I know that 15 is equal to C. And the reason why I say keep working it out is because you want to get in the habit of finishing the problem even though you have a calculator. So we do know that the cosine of F is 15. Nope, it says we're incorrect, right? Why are we incorrect? Is because all I did was find the missing side length. So again, I make mistakes so that you can pay attention to my mistakes so that you won't make the same mistakes, right? So again, if you get the first question wrong, just go back and read the question. Find the value of cosine of F, round it to the nearest hundredth. So that means what I need to do is cosine of F is going to give me a ratio. With that ratio, it's going to be adjacent over hypotenuse, which is 9 over 15. Now, if they told me that they want me to give me the fraction, I will give them 9 over 15. But they want it rounded to the nearest hundred. So that means I got to put 9 divided by 15 in my calculator, and it's going to give me 0.6. So what they're looking for here is the answer of 0.6. And then we have our answer. And again, anytime you get a question incorrect or correct, it gives you the breakdown. It shows you exactly what steps you need to take to find that answer. All right, let's do one more for clarity's sake. All right, so for this particular problem, it's asking for the cosine of angle I. So you see so katoa, so cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, right? And so we got cosine of I. So this is our angle. This is hypotenuse, and this is adjacent, right? So I see 3 and 4. Just from experience, I know this should be 3, 4, and 5. How do I know it? It's because 3 squared plus 4 squared is equal to c squared. Comes from the same equation. 3 squared will give us 9. 4 squared gives 16. And I know that 9 plus 16 will give us 25. And then once we take the square root of both sides. 5 is equal to C, right? So now it says again, round it to the nearest hundredth. So that means I'm going to take my ratio and I'm going to give them the decimal form of it. So again, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So our ratio is 3 over 5. If you do not know what 3 over 5 is, you may use your calculator, type it in, and you're going to get 0.6. Again, so in this instance, what we'll have is 0.6 as our answer. All right, so let's do one that we haven't seen yet. Let's see if we can find a sine function without doing the Pythagorean theorem. So this is cosine. All right, so we can do tan. Tan is a little different. And so express tan C as a fraction, right? And so again, tan C, but they said they want it as a fraction. So we're paying attention to the angle C. Tan is opposite over adjacent. So again, C is opposite. This is adjacent. So we do need to do the Pythagorean theorem. So we'll have 36 squared plus b squared equal to 45 squared. So b squared will give me 45 squared minus 36 squared. So that's 45 times 45, which give me 2025. So 729, take the square root. 729, that'll give me an answer of 27. So b squared, 729, b is equal to 27. Right, so this side is 27. So then we have 27 divided by 36, right? I want to break this down a little bit further. So I do that. I do know that 27 is 9 times 3, right? 36 is 12 times 3, right? My 3's cancel out, and I'm left with 9 over 12. Well, I can simplify that further. 9 is 3 times 3. This one, 4 times 3. Cancel that out. So my answer would be 3 over 4 for this particular problem. And again, here is just ratios. So we're just supposed to give the ratio for this answer, and boom, we have this ratio. These ratios are built off of what these trig functions are from a opposite hypotenuse and adjacent deal. And again, it gives you the breakdown of what that answer is supposed to be. All right. So again, if we ever get confused, get kind of lost as we go to the next problem, we can hit show example, and it's going to walk us through exactly what's what. But everything we did today in this exercise, we built off of all three of these. Pythagorean theorem, identify opposite adjacent hypotenuse, and then identifying trig ratios. If you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to reach out.